Hi, my name is Jency Mercado, and today I'm going to be doing a persuasive speech. The topic of choice is to change the legal drinking age from 21 to 18. We, as 18-year-olds, are considered legal adults. We are legally allowed to vote. We are legally allowed to join the military. We can make our own medical decisions, and we are responsible for the decisions that we make. We are also liable for any decisions that we make, either good or bad. And I believe that with that, we should be able to grant our young folk the right to drink alcohol at the age of 18. And we as a country need to look at these decisions and say if they are legally allowed to join the military, they are legally allowed to die for our country, they are legally allowed to sign contractual leases, they should be able to make that decision if they want to have a drink or not. We need to look at our young folks and say, we believe in you to be responsible drinkers. Now, the legal drinking age used to be 18, and we had to change it to the age of 21. This was due to the National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984. With this, each state had to change their drinking age. And how the government did this is each state receives so much money for their highways. Their federal funds, it's a grant, this is what they get. Now, if the states that did not change the legal drinking age, they actually started penalizing them 10% if they did not comply with this Federal Age Act. Now, I do believe that we can, as a country, look at our youth and say, you know what, we're going to lower the drinking age, we're going to make you be responsible, and doing so, we are going to give you classes, we are going to teach you how to do this. And I believe that we can do this by education taught by a certified alcohol instructor, 40 hours of instruction, classroom setting. I would like it to see with community involvement, DWI, court hearings, safe ride taxi programs, community forums. I like to see partnerships between the school and the home and the parents. And with that, I do believe that we needed to have a final exam and to be basically granted a drinking license. And with that, it's almost like having a Cinderella license when you just turn 16 and you get your driver's license. You're not permitted to, drive after midnight. You're, 6 o'clock in the morning. You can only have one person in the car with you. Sets of rules. Learning, education is the key. Now, with that, there are problems with our young drinkers, and they hide what they're doing. They hide them in the dorms. They hide them at outdoor parties. You hear all the time about these kids going out and drinking out in the middle of the field. What they're doing is they're binge drinking. They want to get as much alcohol in their system as possible and then pull it out. What is binge drinking? Binge drinking is when you drink 5 or more drinks in a row. And what I mean by that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 1.5 billion episodes of binge drinking a year. 5,000. That's right, 5,000 children die every year due to binge drinking. Now, it's horrible to look at that and say, wow, if we had education, if we would have taught this young person how to do this properly, how to drink properly, that they could have lived. With that being said, we need to look at a whole. And again, education, education, education. We do have the problems of DWIs. And with DWIs and with underage drinking, it is far more stricter than it would be if they were older. And with that, a DWI for underage drinking can cause more months and years of legal problems. Under the influence from there, they could cause of death, they could kill somebody, they could kill themselves. And the consequences could be fines ranging from $1,000 to $2,500. They could have their car impounded. They're going to have to attend drug and alcohol education classes. They're going to have to complete community service. They are going to lose their driver's license. They're going to face jail time, probationary periods. And so it is really important that if we can approach this and say, look, we believe in you. And with us believing in you, we want to show you how to do this properly. With that, I'd like to show you some things. 28% of 15 to 20-year-olds who have been driving have died in car accidents. It's a larger problem for underage males. 24% of male drivers involved in fatal accidents have been under the influence of alcohol at the time of the crash, and approximately 12% of females were involved in fatal crashes while drunk. Another problem with underage drinking is that our youths are less probable to wear seatbelts. 74% of young drivers who were involved in fatal accidents were not wearing seatbelts at the point of impact. If us as a society lowered the drinking age and expressed education, we could change a lot of these deaths. We could show them that it is a proper way to do it. Now the question is do we keep the legal drinking age at 21 or do we lower it to the age of 18? Now there also is MADD, which is Mothers Against Drunk Driving, that their statistics are different than the statistics I've just told you. They said that 25,000 lives have been saved since changing the drinking age from 18 to 21. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration states that since increasing the minimum drinking age to 21, it's saved approximately 18,220 lives on highways between the years of 1975 and 1998. Now, that's an impressive number. Approximately 792 lives are saved per year of the study conducted. One of the main reasons that it's a good choice is it's the choice that the government made for you. They made you the decision to change this. And they also state that your brain isn't fully developed until the age of 21. And so they say parts of your brain that's in charge of the maturity levels is sometimes don't even mature till the age of 25. And these are stated from MADD and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So the question again is, do we change it to 18? Or do we keep it at 21? Again, I am a strong believer that as an adult at 18, you're able to make your own choices. And with education, we should be able to let our young drink responsibly.